I am the one who saw you before you saw yourself, the voice that formed you in quiet places and guarded you when shadows crawled across your doorway. I am speaking now because timing is not a human clock. Timing is the river I command, and I have bent its course toward you. This is for you. Don't try to skip this. Your spirit has waited, your bones have felt the tremor of a truth that would not unveil itself, and your nights have carried a hush that felt like warning wrapped in love. Listen, child, I am exposing the thing that has hidden in familiar clothing. I am exposing your sister. You have asked me silently why the air grows heavier when certain words are spoken, why your joy feels borrowed in some rooms, why celebration turns careful the moment footsteps enter from a door you used to trust. I saw the way your eyes scan faces to read if love is real or staged, and I heard the unvoiced confession, Lord, show me what I cannot see. Tell me what my heart refuses to name. I am answering you today. I am not exposing to humiliate, I am exposing to heal, to redirect, to protect, to refine the path I already lit beneath your feet. This is not punishment, this is placement. Do not let fear interrupt what faith must finish. Do not run from what I uncover, run with what I uncover until it becomes testimony instead of torment. Your sister is my daughter too. Hear me, I love her. I know her history, her wounds, the polluted waters that taught her how to breathe without trust. I know the vows she made in anger and the little foxes that nibbled at her integrity until the fence line split. I do not reveal to destroy, I reveal to repair. But repair starts with truth. You asked me for truth. Truth shatters illusions, and illusions are the currency of control. That control has been pressed against your life like a heavy palm on your crown. Today I lift it. There have been words spoken over you when doors closed and the latch clicked. There have been tiny embers of envy fanned into slow fires of suggestion, so gentle that you questioned whether you were the one inventing them. There have been questions dressed like concern, questions that opened cracks in the foundation of trust others have in you, questions that seeded doubt about your motives, your competence, your worth. There have been accidental leaks and innocent mentions. I watched the way some of your wins were repackaged with an asterisk, the way some of your opportunities arrived already pre-argued, like tired birds. I am God, and nothing spoken in shadows can escape the light I am. I bring it to noon. Do not misinterpret my tone, I am not recruiting you to war against your blood. I am recruiting you to agree with me. Agreement with me is not revenge, it is alignment. I will do the exposing. Your assignment is posture, knees soft, heart tender, back straight, eyes clear. You will not drag her by the hair of her mistakes through public squares. You will stand still and let me pull the thread. When I pull the thread, the seam will open. When the seam opens, what has been stuffed inside the lining will fall out. It will be obvious. You will not need to shout. The truth will declare itself in sentences written by events I have orchestrated. I allowed certain delays to protect you from agreements that would have yoked your destiny to a jealous rhythm. I allowed certain no's so you wouldn't celebrate on a stage where your applause would be counted by a hand that intended to ration you. I have been pulling you gently away, even as you cried to remain. I heard your confusion, Lord, why is this taking so long? Because speed without safety is sabotage, child. I am not late, I am thorough. While you waited, I built exits you did not see. While you waited, I softened hearts that once hardened at the mention of your name. While you waited, I collected proof you will never need to present, because I will present it myself through unfolding. There will be a conversation that begins with an apology and continues with a qualification. Do not be fooled by partial truth. Partial truth is camouflage. I will give you discernment to recognize the difference between confession and control. Confession says, I did this, and I'm sorry, and I am ready to repair whatever it costs. Control says, I did this, but only because, and if you had not, then I wouldn't have. Listen for the tether. If the apology is tethered to your guilt, it is not repentance, it is negotiation. You will be kind, but you will not sign that contract. Your peace is not a bargaining chip. Your future is not a bribe. You belong to me. You have felt a pressure to choose between loyalty and sanity. That was a false dilemma authored by fear. Loyalty without truth is bondage. Sanity without love is hardness. I am the God who knits truth and love into a strand that cannot be broken. Walk with me along that strand. You will not abandon love, you will abandon enabling. You will not deny your history, you will deny access to the parts of your life where sabotage seeks a key. This is a holy boundary. A boundary is not a wall to imprison, it is a gate to steward. I am handing you the keys to your own gate. You will no longer leave it open to be polite. Your kindness has been oxygen to someone who used it to blow on the coals of offense. My kindness leads to repentance, your kindness must lead to clarity. I am not calling you to be an investigator, I am calling you to be a witness. Investigators gather, witnesses testify. Your testimony is simple. Here is what God showed, here is what God changed, here is how God kept me. You are not required to explain the contents of another's heart. You are required to guard the contents of yours. Guard it with my words. Guard it with patterns I give you. Guard it with silence where silence is holy, and with speech where speech is healing. You will feel the nudge, I will tell you when to speak, and I will place the sentence on your tongue like fresh bread. Eat first, then share. Do not pour from a glass you have not filled with me. Some of what I reveal will hurt. Pain is not punishment, it is anesthesia wearing off so healing can be measured honestly. I am with you in every ache. I will hold your shoulders while you steady your breath. I will remind you who you are while memories knock like insistent dealers at a closed shop. You will not reopen the window of old agreements. You will not sell yourself short to keep the peace that was never peace, only quiet. When a thing must be rebuilt, the first sound you hear is demolition. Do not fear the noise. The dust will settle, and when it clears, you will see structures whose foundations are me. Honor where honor is due. Do not weaponize information. You will not gossip with what I reveal. You will not collect allies by bleating out details that are not yours to share. You will be disciplined with my discipline, precise with my precision. I am surgical, I do not slash to ruin, I cut to heal. Every cut I authorize is measured, targeted, and already scheduled for closure. I will provide the sutures, I will provide the salve. I will also provide distance enough for honesty to grow. Distance is not rejection, it is a greenhouse. What grows in a greenhouse is protected until it can survive outside weather. Some relationships need greenhouses. Some need pruning. Some need rest. Some need release. I will tell you which is which. You carry questions about inheritance, emotional, spiritual, even practical. You've wondered whether giving up pieces of yourself was the only way to keep the family name from cracking. Hear me, you are not responsible for holding together what I am rearranging. When I pick up the furniture of a house, do not run under the weight and strain your back to prove you are loyal. Step aside and let me place things where they should be. Your identity is not a cushion under other people's beliefs. Your name, the name I gave you, will not be written in small letters to fit the margins of someone else's narrative. I am scripting a new page. The ink is grace. The line spacing is truth. The margin is mercy. Read with me. Your sister is standing in a place where crossroads look like mirrors, each path reflecting her image back to her with a different story attached. She has believed that scarcity governs love. She has believed that only one of you can thrive at a time, that my table is narrow and the chairs are rationed. I am crushing that lie. My table runs further than the horizon you've seen. There is room for many lights without any need to blow one out to make another shine brighter. But the one who abides in envy cannot taste abundance without first spitting out bitterness. Pray for her deliverance from that taste. Do not pray for her downfall, pray for her freedom. Your prayers release angelic assignments that you will never witness with your eyes, but you will feel when the atmosphere shifts. There is, however, a line. Love can pray across any distance. Trust cannot. Trust travels on the bridge of consistency over the river of time. Do not rebuild a bridge just because someone waved from the far bank. Wait for the pillars, truth, humility, repair, accountability, fruit. Fruit is not a promise, it is produce. Wait until it is harvest you can hold. I will show you the orchard. I will teach you what ripeness feels like, so you do not bite into green and call it sweet. You will learn the sound of real repentance, the voice that does not demand immediate restoration but asks where to begin and shows up daily without applause. Some have benefited from your confusion. That benefit ends. I am tightening the circle, not to isolate you but to insulate you. I am sending into your life two kinds of people, carriers and clarifiers. Carriers will help you bear what is heavy until you grow into the strength I am building. Clarifiers will speak sentences that remove fog and reveal boundaries that make sense. They will not seduce you with flattery. They will not complicate simple obedience. They will not say, "Do what makes you happy," but, "Do what makes you holy," and joy will meet you there. I am drawing these ones now. When they arrive, you will recognize them by the peace that arrives with them like a weather change after heat. You fear that exposure will make you look unloving. You fear that people will call you cold. You fear that protecting your heart will be misnamed betrayal. Child, I know the names others choose. I call you faithful. I call you wise. I call you new. I call you mine. You are rearranging your life according to the blueprint I kept for this season. If they do not see the blueprint, they will think the scaffolding is chaos. Let them think. Build anyway. Create anyway. Rest anyway. Don't try to skip this moment because it is uncomfortable. Don't try to skip the conversation I prompt because your hands tremble. Courage is not the absence of trembling, it is the decision to move with me while you tremble. I will steady you as you speak. I will soften where I must, and I will harden what needs backbone. I am the God who tailored your courage to your calling. I will also address the spirit of comparison that has stalked your house. It will not rent a room here anymore. Your mirror has been asking questions that your purpose cannot answer. Am I as loved? Am I as chosen? Am I as seen? These are traps set by a measuring tape that has no numbers, only accusation. Throw it away. You are not called to be a better version of anyone. You are called to be the truest version of you, authored by me. When you stop auditioning for roles I never cast you in, you will notice how much energy returns to your hands. With that energy, you will build. Your work will glow with the shine of someone who knows the source. Your house will be quiet with the quiet of someone who knows I am not auditioning them for love, I have adopted them in love. Now hear what is coming. I am opening a door of opportunity that will test the structure of your boundaries. This door will bring favor and visibility. It will also bring requests and opinions. You will be tempted to show you are not difficult, to prove you are still the same. I am not asking you to be difficult, I am asking you to be definite. definite in values, definite in time with me, definite in where you place your yes, definite in how you allow family to engage your breakthroughs. Your sister will reach out when favor blooms. She will feel the pull to align with what shines. Hold steady. If her reaching out is accompanied by the fruit I told you to watch for, embrace her with joy. If it is accompanied by the same patterns wrapped in new phrases, bless and step back. Keep the gate. This is how you protect the light I am setting on your path. I will provide language for you. You have struggled to say no without guilt. Practice with me, I love you, but I cannot discuss this right now. I hear your concern, but I am choosing a different way. I value our history, and I need time to build new trust. I forgive you, and I am moving forward with healthy boundaries. Say it softly if you wish, say it firmly if you must. But say it. Heaven will back those sentences like soldiers back a declaration by their king. I am your backing. I am your defense. I am the place where your no becomes holy and your yes becomes fruitful. Expect a moment, soon, where a document, a message, or a detail comes to light unexpectedly. It will seem minor, but it will attach to a pattern and confirm what I told you. Do not dramatize. Simply adjust. Let the confirmation become a quiet stone in the foundation of the new structure. Your testimony will grow layer by layer. The applause that matters most, mine, will surround you like wind in tall grass. You will feel me smile. Forgiveness is not the same as access. I command forgiveness because I freed you first. Do not withhold the gift I gave you. But access is stewardship. Access must be measured. Even with those you love. Even with your sister. If she repents, receive her. If she repents and rebuilds, trust her piece by piece. If she resists and replays, love her from a safe distance and keep building. In all scenarios, keep your heart clean. Bitterness is an acid that eats its own container. Hand me every drop, daily if needed. I am the God who filters what you cannot bear and returns it as wisdom. I am not blind to the things you've done wrong in your pain. I saw the moments where your words sharpened because you were tired of being misread. I saw the ways you tried to defend yourself in rooms where verdicts were already written. I wash you today. Receive my washing. Let me speak a better word over you than the word spoken over your head by suspicion. I call you chosen. I call you protected. I call you rising. Your rising will not require another's fall. Your rising will be a testimony to my ways, and if those who resisted you choose humility, they will ride the wind of your testimony to find their own altitude. In the coming weeks, schedule places of quiet like appointments with me. Do not fill those spaces with noise that pretends to be rest. Open your palms. Breathe with me. Ask me to rewire your reflexes so that you no longer anticipate betrayal when joy knocks. I will do it. I will turn your nervous system into an instrument tuned to peace. When arguments call your name, peace will answer instead. When drama sends you an invitation, wisdom will RSVP with no. When fear rattles your window at night, angels will stand like trees around your home, and you will sleep. Provision is moving. I will remove the sense of scarcity that has made you feel like you must explain your harvest to avoid offense. Eat, share, give, build, save, do all of it with me. You will not dim your lamp to protect someone else's comfort. Lamps are built to burn. Houses are built to shine from within. Cities are built to be seen. You are a house in a city on a hill, and I have placed you where wind can feed your flame. The same wind that once sounded like threat will now be music. The day will come when your sister will see clearly, the way a lake clears after a storm when silt drops and reflections sharpen. If she turns to me, I will not despise her. I will greet her like a father who runs. Do not stand at the door with a ledger. Stand at the door with a lantern, and if I say, "Welcome," you will welcome. If I say, "Wait," you will wait, lantern lit. This is not cruelty. This is cultivation. You are learning timing from me, and timing is love expressed as wisdom. Now, child, here is my charge to you: bless and build. Bless those who bless you, and bless those who misunderstand you by refusing to curse them. Building is an act of faith. Every brick you lay in obedience becomes a testimony written in stone. Your house will be a place where laughter returns and does not feel borrowed. Your table will be a place where conversations do not turn into competitions. Your mornings will arrive without dread, and your nights will release you without negotiation. I give you this. Receive it. Do not try to skip this process. Do not try to skip the daily choices that stack into legacy. Do not try to skip the small obediences because you prefer grand gestures. The kingdom I gave you grows like seed, quietly, inevitably, beautifully. People who missed your planting will be shocked by your harvest. You will not be. You will know the hours, the tears, the prayers, the hands that learned to say no even when tremors ran through your wrists. And I will know that through every hour, I was with you, smiling, correcting, supplying, guarding, and loving. Lift your head. I am not ashamed of you. I am proud of you. I am not disappointed in your slowness, I delight in your willingness. I am not looking for perfect speeches, I am listening for honest yes. Give me your yes today, in this small quiet of reading. Whisper it if you must. Shout it if you can. Write it in your actions. Let your yes be a gate that swings open to fields I have already sown for you. Walk them. Dance them. Rest them. Liven them. As for your sister, place her in my hands each morning like a letter you refuse to rewrite. I will open that letter in my timing. I will answer it in ways that heal what history tried to harden. And whether reconciliation arrives quickly or slowly, whether distance remains or bridges are built, know this: you will not be hijacked by someone else's unresolved storm. I am your climate. I am your sky. I am your tomorrow. I have said these things because I love you, and because love tells the truth. Love exposes so it can restore. Love separates so it can sanctify. Love wounds like a surgeon and then stitches with a tenderness that outlives scar tissue. I am that love. Stand with me in this revealing. Walk with me in this rebuilding. Rest with me in this renewing. And remember, this message is for you. Do not try to skip this. I am here. I am God. And I am not finished. Your story is being written in light. I speak to you now because your heart has been asking questions in the quiet places where no one else can hear. I have watched you carry love like a lantern through seasons that tried to smother its flame, and I have seen the nights you pressed your face into your hands and whispered that you did not know who to trust anymore. You came to me for clarity, and I am giving it to you. Listen closely. Do not rush these words. Do not try to skip this. Every line is a key, and every key opens a door you have been afraid to touch. You have been loyal beyond what people understand. You covered for others, you gave when it cost you, you shared when you had little, you defended when silence would have been easier. There is a tenderness in you that I planted, a mercy that reflects my own. But mercy must travel with wisdom or it becomes a doorway for wolves. I am teaching you to guard your gates without closing your heart. I am teaching you to recognize the difference between a cry for help and a creeping hand that reaches for your harvest while pretending to wipe your tears. Your sister is not invisible to me. I see her thoughts, her storms, her tangled lanes of fear and pride and longing. I know the insults that shaped her, the disappointments that stung her, the corners where jealousy set up a chair and began telling lies like bedtime stories. I am exposing what needs light because love cannot grow in a room where truth is gagged. Do not try to skip this. The truth you avoid becomes the snare you trip in later. There are sentences she has said about you in rooms you were never invited into. There are versions of your story she has told where your kindness is erased and your mistakes are magnified with a spotlight that does not shine in any other direction. There have been moments where she smiled with you while her heart was calculating with a ruler of competition that I never placed in her hands. There is a ledger she keeps in private where she believes your elevation steals her portion, and she has not yet learned that what I give to one child does not diminish my ability to bless another. I do not run out. But envy speaks of scarcity, and scarcity blinds. I am exposing the blindness because I love both of you, and what is revealed can be healed, but what is hidden festers. You have felt the cold draft of her words without knowing where the window was left open. You have felt opportunities slide away without understanding the hands that nudged them. You have felt the weight of guilt that was smuggled into your house, wrapped in apologetic tones and small requests that multiplied into big obligations. I am uncovering the pattern so you are no longer confused by it. Do not try to skip this. Confusion is a fog that keeps you walking in circles. Truth is a wind that parts it. Hear me, I am not calling you to hatred. I am not instructing you to rehearse the offenses until they calcify in your chest. I am calling you to clarity and boundaries anchored in love. Love is not gullible. Love is not a doormat. Love is not silence pretending to be peace. Love tells the truth and still refuses to cut the future to pieces. I am teaching you to speak clearly without cruelty, to say no without shaking, to say this is mine without apology, to say I forgive you without allowing the same knife to be placed in your hand again disguised as a ribboned gift. Your sister has been afraid you will outgrow her shadow. She has been afraid that you will become the answer to prayers she stopped praying. She has feared that I would write your name where she wanted hers, and that fear has campaigned for her tongue and rented space in her decisions. She has tried to slow you down to a pace that does not threaten her narrative. She has learned the art of sounding supportive in public while moving pieces in private. I am exposing it, not to humiliate her, but to liberate both of you from a game that ends with no winners.